Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rob Lowe.
Hearing about all of your medical breakthroughs tonight reminds me of some of the groundbreaking medical work that I recently did. My breakthroughs were in the field of cosmetic surgery, where I provided hands-on care for Michael Douglas and Matt Damon. And behind the candelabra, this was my breakthrough moment. But in real life, my shriveled, peanut-sized math brain prevented me from being a scientist. But I am proud to say that I did have what it takes to help raise one. My 17-year-old son is hopefully following in some of your giant shoes here today. And as a proud science dad, I can't think of anyone who would inspire young people to become explorers of nature more than our next laureate, Alexander Varshavsky.
I was born in Moscow in 1946, and I grew up in a family of a scientist. My mother was a physician, and my father was a physical chemist who got interested in molecular biology. I'm more shy than most people, so when I was much younger, I spent most of my time with books rather than with people. And these books very often were biographies of mathematicians, physicists. I saw them as people who were interested in interesting things to the exclusion of everything else. And it applied to me in spades. When I came to the United States, MIT offered me a laboratory, but then one day, and it was 1991, a letter arrived from Caltech, and one thing led to another, and I ended up at Caltech. Entering one's lab and trying to do what people call science is actually an adventure. Many stones have to be upturned before you actually discover something. The trick is to imagine something genuinely new while being severely constrained by what is already understood. I happen to occupy a specific niche in molecular biology called the ubiquitin system. It was believed that protein degradation was essentially a cellular trash can. But it turned out that it influences just about everything that living cells do. So destroying proteins turns out to be just as important as making the proteins. And that has not been fully realized until our studies. And in fact, cancer itself is very often a malfunction of specific aspect of the ubiquitin system. This field is still wide open for exploration. I do not see mysteries in biology anymore. I see deep and solvable puzzles. It's beautiful, unexpected, interesting. I would like to say how grateful I am for the honor of this distinguished award. My wife Vera and I plan to spend about half of this prize by transferring these funds to Caltech to support work in the lab, because some of the risky experiments that we basically postponed no longer would be postponed. The fact that this award will end up supporting my research in Caltech to a very large extent is something for which I'm grateful beyond measure.
For deep insights into the way that cells break down proteins, the Breakthrough Prize is awarded to Alexander Varshavsky.